Welcome to our last full moon meeting dedicated to healing the healer. As I've mentioned before, you'll find something valuable here, whether you are interested in healing or not. And by the way, yes, this is a completely new place, and it's not where I live because I'm a guest right now. So, anyway, this is just to let you know because you don't see me in the usual setting. So here you will find, as usual, an opportunity to share, well, from my side, reflections and practical tools that can help us become more aware, more present, and more connected to ourselves. And my hair, like this, well, because it's very humid. So this full moon takes place close to Lammas, also known as Lunasad, not sure about my pronounce, the ancient Celtic festival of the first harvest, and also the heart of summer, as it falls midway between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. So this moment marks the moment when the first fruits of the season are gathered after months of work. So what was only a seed in the past now is something tangible, fruit. So it's a reminder that every harvest begins long before it becomes visible. It starts with a seed. Okay, so nature and life teach us that the fruits we collect are never just for ourselves. A harvest is meant to nourish, to be shared, to be celebrated, and to become the seed for what comes next year, in the future. So this full moon with the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius speaks precisely about this relationship between our individual gifts and what we can bring to the collective. And I'm going to check, yes, if everything is okay, because I don't have my usual tools for editing, so you have to be patient. So Leo is the sign of the heart, our creative fire, our individuality, and the unique qualities that belong to our nature. It reminds us that we are not here to become copies of one another. We each carry something that is unique. Only we can express. Aquarius, on the other hand, invites us to climb higher and from a higher point of view, see the bigger picture. It speaks of community, shared values, humanity, and our place within something greater than ourselves. It's so beautiful that I found the perfect place in the last few weeks. I found the perfect place to express my expertise, my gifts and talents, and so it feels like really there is a synchronicity here that I love. So this full moon reminds us that our individuality and the collective are not in conflict, not in opposition. One gives meaning to the other. And healers always move between these two dimensions. And healers is it's kind of umbrella. You can be a healer even if you are not a healer, spiritual, subtle energy healer. Those who work in the field of therapy are healers, okay? So this is my interpretation of healing. Anybody who facilitate other people. Okay. So on one hand, our work asks us to be fully ourselves. We cannot truly accompany another person if we disconnect from our own nature, our creativity, our heart, our essence. This is the most important thing. We resonate with those who carries something that is similar. So on the other hand, healing is never about ourselves alone and only. It's always part of something bigger, larger, wider. Every session, every gesture, even our mere presence contributes in its own way to the well-being of the whole, of the community. So this full moon, it doesn't matter if you believe in astrology or not. It's symbols, okay? This full moon invites us to ask ourselves some things. How do I share my unique gifts with the world surrounding me, keeping sight of the bigger picture? Am I allowing my true nature to emerge and work at the service of my community? Or am I holding it back because I'm afraid of standing out? Or, at the contrary, am I trying to stand out simply to be seen, acknowledged, recognized? So, Leo sign reminds us that expressing ourselves, I'm not sure I expressed it correctly, but you understand me, is part of our nature. So our nature asks us to express it. So Aquarius reminds us that our gifts find their deepest meaning when they are shared, when they become useful to others, and we don't know until we don't share them. We don't know who resonates, who. So this axis, Leo Aquarius, also brings us back to the relationship between our essence and our ego. The ego is the way we express. It's something construct. It's something, a structure that help us express our essence. But sometimes our ego is also the sum of our fears, other things. Okay, so sometimes we hide ourselves and our light because we fear judgment. And sometimes it's our own judgment. Sometimes we exaggerate it because we seek approval. So both are reactions coming from our ego, our fears, desires, and this can keep us away from our true expression of our true essence. So authenticity is not about becoming smaller to fit in or bigger to attract attention. It's about expressing who we really truly are naturally, allowing our uniqueness, I hope it's a word, yes, uniqueness, to become available to others. And sometimes, sometimes this needs time, okay? And this chair is squeaking a lot, sorry for that. So, the world doesn't need us to become someone else. The world needs us to become more fully ourselves. And we need the same thing, okay? As healers, our individuality is it's the biggest part of our medicine. The way we listen, the way we move, the way we touch, the way we speak, we can touch with our words. Nobody else can do it as we do. And these gifts, like the first harvest of llamas, the season, these gifts become meaningful when they nourish something beyond us. This is what this full moon is inviting us to reflect on and to integrate and even express. So not to shine in order to be admired, even if our nature can be that kind of nature. If it's in our nature, we want to be admired. But it's different when we express this naturally and when we want it and is not in our nature. To shine, because light naturally illuminates what surrounds our nature itself, okay? So we can shine to share this light. So during these days, you may want to reflect on these questions if you want. Am I fully expressing the gifts that belong to my nature? Am I holding myself back out of fear of being judged or misunderstood? How can my unique qualities become something that nourishes my community and myself? Huh? Am I sharing my gifts because they are part of who I am or because I need recognition? Well, we can admit, we can accept that we need recognition. The moment in which we accept it, we are aware, this doesn't prevent us to shine for real, okay? So this moment reminds us that the first harvest is both a celebration and an offering. It's an invitation to recognize the fruits of our work, inner work, work with gratitude, while remembering that every gift reaches its fullest expression when it's shared. So this is important. You cannot hide your gifts forever. You can hide them until you feel ready to express yourself. That's okay. So again, the hair. Sorry, it's humid here. Yeah, I will not tell you where I am. Oh, yes. This full moon invites us to connect to our heart, to trust what naturally wants to be expressed through us, and to let our individuality, uniqueness, call it whatever, become a contribution to the whole, to our community. Remember, your light is not measured by how many people see it, but by what it allows to grow around you. So when your heart and essence expresses their true nature, your presence naturally becomes part of the collective harvest. Okay, so remember that. And now, finally, let's proceed with our meditation. As usual, meditation, you can close your eyes. There is a part of the meditation like this, and then we will move together a little bit. I'm not in my usual space, so I don't know. I'm an improviser. We will see. So before we start, I would suggest that you put a drop of your favorite essential oil on your hands if you want. You can also simply imagine doing so during the meditation, because the moon is in an air sign, Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius is an air sign. Air, not a water sign. Someone thinks Aquarius. No, usually it's an individual carrying a jar of water. It's not a being living in the water. It's not a water container. So it's air sign. Sit comfortably and just imagine it. Otherwise, you pause the video, go get your essential oil, put it in your hands, and that's it. Okay. So sit comfortably, feeling your sit bones in touch with the surface beneath you, supporting your spine. Close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, keep them slightly open. Breathe in and out as you already did so far, noticing your waistline expanding with each inhalation. As you exhale, gently press your sit bones against the surface you are sitting on, feeling your trunk supported. In case you prefer, you can just lie down and imagine yourself sitting. And now imagine yourself immersed in the calmness of nature, in a place where you feel completely safe. It's a beautiful, warm night at the heart of summer. It's so pleasant, and you can simply enjoy this calmness. The air is still full of fragrances, and you can notice the gentle sounds coming from the nature surrounding you. The chirping of crickets, the calls of the frogs, and the voices of nocturnal birds. With the eyes of your imagination, look around, and you see a beautiful, strong, majestic tree whose powerful roots dive deep into the ground. Its trunk is strong and alive, and its branches, loaded with leaves, fruits, and the promise of future seeds, extend towards the sky. Your hands are spreading the fragrance of your favorite or any essential oil you love, and you can smell it in the air. You feel drawn to the tree, called to sit there, and so you sit among the tree's roots with your back against its trunk, becoming more and more aware of your breathing. It seems as the tree is breathing too. The support of the tree's roots and trunk merges with the support of your sit bones, pelvis, and spine. You begin to feel deeply grounded through your sit bones, the base of your pelvis, and even the soles of your feet, as though the tree's roots were your own. And you feel a pleasant warmth rising from the ground. You keep breathing, and the fragrance on your hands spreads, filling the air around you. At the same time, you become aware of the space around you. A soft breeze moves through the air. With each inhalation, it feels like if you are breathing deeply in connection with everything around you. You are not alone. You are part of a bigger picture. As you breathe in and out, notice how your breath connects your inner space, the space of your heart, with the surrounding world. With every exhale, you receive the nourishment of life, and you allow the space around your heart to expand. With every exhale, you share your light, your uniqueness, your gifts, your presence, your essence. Feel how your breath moves through you, like a bridge between your heart and everything outside of you. Now, with the eyes of your imagination, look up at the sky. You see the magical bright full moon surrounded by stars. Suddenly, you sense the moon and the space around it as a portal, connecting the true essence of your being with the surrounding world. A gateway to share your uniqueness with your community, the collective, and the world around you. As the moonlight touches your head, your face, and your body, you sense it flowing through your body and into your heart. The moonlight carries a reminder of your true nature. It awakens your creative essence while reminding you that this essence, your uniqueness, is meant to be shared in the service to the community. You feel this light flowing gently from the top of your head through your spine down to your roots. It aligns your heart, your mind, your body, your emotions, and your presence. And now realize that you can breathe in this gentle, nourishing moonlight. Breathe in, feeling your waistline, and imagine drawing the moonlight into the space of your heart. Imagine the area of your heart becoming a door, a gateway. Keep breathing, feeling your waistline, but imagine that your breath comes and goes through the area of your heart in the center of your chest. Again, imagine drawing the moonlight into the space of your heart while inhaling, and during the exhalation, spreading it all around you. It may feel like warmth, light, a color, or simply a sense of openness. Let whatever comes naturally arise. Let this feeling become a feeling of trust, connection, authenticity, and service. You are enough. You don't need to become someone else. Simply enjoy your presence, your heart, your breathing. Allow this presence, your uniqueness, to be shared with the world around you. And keep breathing through the door of your heart. This is enough. You are enough. As you breathe out from the space of your heart, send this light, this feeling, to every cell of your body, toward your hands, your feet, your head, your skin. Your mind feels clear and spacious, while your spirit opens to new dimensions of connections, communion, and creative service. And now look at your hands, open them, palms facing the moon. Imagine that you can breathe in the moonlight through the palms of your hands. And now imagine to bring them closer to your face. Inhale the fragrance, feeling that the power of this healing full moon has been transmitted to the fragrance and to your body through your hands. Keep enjoying the pleasant fragrance or just breathe, fully integrating this experience. And now slowly take a deep breath, yawn. Let your voice awaken every cell of your body with a yawn or two or more. You can keep yawning. I have to keep talking, so I will yawn less. You can keep yawning and yawning. Start moving your body gently as if breathing through every joint. And now you can open not only the eyes of your imagination, but also your physical eyes. And keep yawning with me and move your fingers and hands as if caressing first and then kneading the air with movements growing stronger. And maybe you can start massaging your hands, and from there you can slowly massage your whole body, still yawning. And then you can stretch, imagine that your breath flows through your arms, hands, feet, head, reaching the walls and even beyond the walls. Rub your feet against the ground, the floor. Let the energy flow through the whole body. You can, yes, just keep going. And now, slowly, if you want, you can stand up. You can look at me and you can just imagine to do what I'm doing. Otherwise, I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to follow what I'm doing. Just what is comfortable for you. Otherwise, again, I tell you, just imagine and follow me and imagine you are doing. You can even do it by keeping sitting, just with little things. So now I will adjust my screen and I think it's okay. And then I don't even need to move. Okay, so yes, let's say, I think you can see me in this space. There is a lot of things. Okay, well, we just do what we can. Follow me. As usual, it's a bit of movement activation. We want to awaken our body. And we start with our roots. We can just keep massaging the body and feel our feet. Grounding, like imagine the roots of the tree drilling the floor from the soles of your feet. And I ask you, imagine you can sniff the air with your knees when you inhale, and when you exhale, imagine you are extending your legs. You can extend your legs or just imagine you are drilling with your roots, and so you can grow up like the beautiful tree because you push down, and so you grow up. So when you inhale, you open yourself, you attract, you breathe in. You breathe in the moonlight if you want, and when you exhale, we start connecting to our roots and to the sky. Imagine your crown as a beautiful tree. So now that you found your ground element earth, let's move the water. Imagine that, okay, with your roots, you can feel this shift. Your body weight can shift from one foot to another, and you can imagine the pelvis like a container, a bowl containing water, moving, describing circles, and then you can enjoy this movement like you were in the water. Your head can be out of the water, but you can enjoy maybe a waterfall, maybe it's just a shower, water. And then finally, because Leo is fire, Aquarius is air. So the fire, well, for the fire, we can just shake a little bit our body and feel the heat. And then, of course, if it's so hot outside, you don't want to go too much there. Just focus on this space, the space of your heart. The fire of your essence is like the door of your heart, and you can breathe in and out from this space. Imagine opening yourself to this beautiful moonlight that carries the ability, it connects you with your ability to reconnect with your uniqueness. Okay, imagine that you are breathing in, you are integrating when you breathe in this ability to feel safe and well grounded, feeling your uniqueness when you are there, reconnected to your essence. And then when you breathe out, imagine that you can share, you can paint the space, you can extend your arms when you breathe out, and imagine you paint the space with your unique color. Maybe maybe you feel a color like this in this very moment, and then it will change 5 minutes after. It doesn't matter. Is there a color that resonates with you right now? When you breathe in, you nurture and nourish yourself. When you breathe out, imagine that you can spread around, all around, your uniqueness in the form of a light, a color, a feeling, and you can even, one heel at a time, allow yourself to create a spiral with your movement, but take your time to expand this feeling. When you inhale, you can reconnect to your uniqueness. When you exhale, you can spread it and share it with the world. Because when we share our unique, true nature, finally, we find also our community. We can find those who resonate with us. Okay? And then you can just breathe in and out from the space of your heart, reconnected with this gratitude towards yourself, towards your gifts, your uniqueness. And now I'm going to change again the angle and move a bit this, just to be, sorry for the hair, it's dust. So it's really like steam all around. So yes, so this is my advice. It's not an advice, it's a practical tool to feel more in touch with yourself. It's a movement activation. You know that I like to work with this. You don't need to believe anything to do so. It's all about symbols and how the symbols speak to our subconscious mind, or our creative mind. And then if you believe in something else beyond what you can touch, it can be consciousness, spirit, whatever you want. Just trust yourself, your intuition, your truth, your nature. You can repeat this meditation anytime you want to feel the balance between your uniqueness and your ability to serve your community. And of course, the smell of this fragrance in the air, maybe you can also easily reconnect to this state of balance, just recalling this fragrance. Who knows? Just experiment, okay? If you like this meditation and found this useful, share it. It's meant to be shared. If you wish to support my work, you'll find a link somewhere to buy me a coffee or a tea. In my case, I'm a tea lover, but I also drink coffee. And if you have questions, write to me anytime. This is our last appointment dedicated to healing the healer. Again, it's about everything. 12 appointments. So you can also go back and check. Of course, we could keep discussing this topic more and more forever, but there are other topics to discuss. Thank you again, and see you with the next video. Ciao!